5 seconds. There has been a lot of talk about public private partnership for rising resources. Railway being a capital intensive sector have not been successful so far in raising substantial resource through PPP route. Madam Speaker, it is my endeavor to pursue this in right earnestness. It is our target that bulk of our future projects will be financed through PPP mode, including the high speed rail, which requires huge investments. Madam Speaker, apart from mobilizing resources, I also need to strategically manage other aspects of railway planning and administration to meet this end. I propose the following initiatives: near plan holiday approach, prioritizing and setting timelines for completion on the ongoing projects, devising a mechanism for raising funds for railway infrastructure, decision support system for project implementation, strategic partnerships and transparency in procurements, aggressive indigenization of imported projects, adopting safety standards matching international practice and setting up of simulation center to study causes of accidents, encouraging development of locomotives, coaches and wagon leasing markets. Now, Madam Speaker, let me place before this August House the financial performance of 2013-14 since presentation of interim budget and passing of the vote on account in February last. Financial position has undergone a change. Madam Speaker, last financial position has undergone a change. Madam Speaker, Railway carried 1050.18 million tons. Goods earnings were short only by rupees 94 crore. Originating passengers also were less by 46 million over revised target, and passenger earnings were short by rupees 968 crore over revised target. Overall, though, the gross traffic receipts grew by 12.8% to reach rupees 1,39,558 crore, it was short of revised target by rupees 942 crore. On the other hand, ordinary working expenses stood at rupees 97,571 crore, which was in excess by rupees 511 crore. Appropriation to pension fund had to be stepped up to match the actual outgo. As a result, instead of ending the year with a surplus of rupees 7,943 crore, the surplus was actually rupees 3,783 crore, a shortfall of rupees 4,160 crore. This is after fulfilling the dividend commitment of rupees 8,010 crore. The internal resource generation for plan in 2013-14 was rupees 11,710 crore as against revised target of rupees 14,496 crore. This is short by rupees 2,786 crore. In simply language, in 2013-14, there was a decline in tariff growth as compared to revised projections. Expenditure, however, shot up and was more than what was estimated. The operating ratio deteriorated by 2.7% over revised target to touch 93.5% by end of 2013-14 fiscal. So far as our planned expenditure for 2013-14 is concerned, it fell short of revised target of rupees 59,359 crore, mainly due to non-materialization of PPP targets. Madam Speaker, now I proceed to present before this House the budget estimates for the year 2014-15. Budget estimates for 2014-15 anticipating a healthier growth of economy. I hope to achieve total receipt of 1,64,374 crore and would peg total expenditure at rupees 1,49,176 crore. I anticipate freight traffic growth of 4.9% amounting to 1,101.25 million ton, an increment of 51.07 million ton over 2013-14. Based on trends in the first 2 months, I also anticipate a small growth in passenger traffic over 2013-14. Earnings from freight traffic are estimated at rupees 1,05,770 crore and for passenger traffic rupees 44,645 crore. The fare revision, which came into effect from 25/06/2014, has provided railways a much needed respite, however little it may be. As I have considered the requests of the suburban passengers for revision in monthly session tickets fare, the revenue foregone on this account would be around rupees 610 crore.